Live. We live. Okay, yeah, we live, y'all. Hey, you go put it right there. It's cool. We ain't tripping. Go ahead.
I'm about to be commenting.
Huh? Okay. Today, I'm in Kentucky. I'm in Louisville, Kentucky, and I got a couple of guys here with me. I got James CEO Willis here with me. Okay. I got Chef Darius here with me. You know what I'm saying? We've been having a real good time, and we had a couple of topics that we thought we would like to share with you all that we was discussing. So the first topic I chose to discuss. We got a couple of friends too. You know, they gonna be in the background. They gonna be giving their opinions, but you know, for some reason, you know, we ain't got the tripod stand to really, you know, make it sit up like it's supposed to. So whenever I speak to them, we just gonna lean in and do what we gotta do. What y'all think about that?
That's fine.
All right, James, I want to ask you a question, a serious question. What do you think about Kanye West becoming the first black billionaire, supposedly?
I'm proud of him. I seen him when he first came out to where Jay-Z and Rockefeller didn't want nothing to do with him because they thought he was weird because he was different. And being different in the music industry, a lot of times you get outcast. So I'm proud of him from where he went from to where he's at.
You move the table from the bottom. They move the whole table. What's up? Okay. So, this is what I feel. I'm going to say my opinion, but let Daryl say what he got to say. I don't feel there's a such thing as a black rich man in America. I don't think we have enough. When you say rich and when you say wealthy, that comes with security. If you're not secure, you're not wealthy. That's how I feel. I feel like when you don't have security, you're not wealthy. Like Nipsey Hussle to say he's worth about $10 million. It didn't mean nothing when they came and shot him in the head. You feel me? And you know why they shot him in the head, because he was going to do a documentary about Dr. Sebi. All right. What you feel about this topic?
Like you said, I'm proud of Kanye. And the thing about security, though, to come off piggyback what you said, that's true, but the thing is, it's all about energy. Like, it's just these white billionaires and these other ethnic billionaires don't necessarily have bad energy or entities coming after them. So Nipsey, that was a good example, actually. Nipsey, he put that bad energy out there himself. So you dealing with Crip shit and you're out here, you going back to your hood and you're being alpha male and alpha dog, people gonna feel some type of way and challenge you. So they're not doing that. They're not putting themselves in those positions. I don't think Kanye will do shit like that. So I think Kanye will be good.
See, I feel like Kanye West was made a billionaire because it was old to him. When he went on national television and said slavery was a choice, it's so funny that everybody that's allowed to be billionaires and be the most successful people in our communities are always sellouts. You know what I'm saying? They're always the sellout ones. What you think?
Well, so starting with the initial question, Kanye West being a billionaire, and what do we think about it? Well, to have a thought, we need to really be affected by it. And that's where, when not just a billionaire, but multi-billionaire, is what has he done to change or enhance the condition of those who look like him, supported him, and are part of his community?
All right, Jane, what you think about that?
And
What I think about it is,
What he done to support people in the community?
well, what I'll say is, with Kanye, he was so different from everybody else that he didn't take no for an answer. So somebody like Kanye,
he took no.
The thing is, he'll motivate you, because the thing about Kanye was he was told no so many times because he was so different from everybody else.
Yeah, he sold the fuck out. There was many same shit was offered too.
From the way he dressed, the way he acted, he was different from everybody else.
He played the
but
role.
he never stopped.
He came out real.
He is real. He just has to change. Nobody stays the same. If
Make
I had
America
$100
great
million
again.
tomorrow,
Fuck can
if
you
I
wear
got
that hat
$100
and
million
be real?
tomorrow, I'm not gonna be the same person. Some things I am gonna change. You have to change.
Make America great
It's
again.
not even about
Understanding
changing. It's about
the-
evolving, though.
Step in,
Sometimes.
step in, son.
It's about evolving sometimes and becoming the
You
person.
can't be the same
that
person
you
all the
Evolving
time.
into accepting white supremacy.
I'm not even the same person I was 10 years ago.
Institutionalized racism, yeah.
That's not what Kanye
You
did.
have to accept that in order to become a billionaire. A millionaire too,
Yeah,
even.
he's right.
So yeah.
I give you that. Kanye did kind of accept that, James.
He did
but,
accepted it,
but-
promoted it,
But remember what I was saying earlier to Kanye.
and advocated
To
it.
get something, you got to give a little
Yeah.
bit.
So what did he give to get 4? Look, I
He
never.
gave his soul.
Okay, look, I never can forget this.
No, he did.
In 19,
Yes.
wait.
What
let me-
is the soul
let me
is
speak.
what you have to define before you can say that.
Wait. In 1986, Michael Jordan brought out the Jordan tennis shoe. Michael Jordan did not become a billionaire until 2018. And he had the #1 selling tennis shoe at the highest price, $200 a pair in 1986. So, but Oprah was a billionaire, and what did she do to become a billionaire?
Dog
gotta
black
ask.
people.
Exactly.
Exploit.
So what did Kanye West do? He got 4.4. He went on national television and said slavery was a choice. That's what he did. And
But
they
in a sense,
rewarded
though,
him.
Okay.
That's a
I
right
have to
pass.
support
Hold on,
that,
hold on.
Because he was right though when he clarified what he meant. Yes,
What he meant.
they
But
he
did choose him
clarified.
not fighting to the death.
But he
They
did
laid
clarify.
down. Yes,
But
and,
the
and,
thing
and I
is-
supported.
I see where
It's
Kanye was coming
clarified.
from. But this the thing. Everybody jump on Kanye when he say something. Nobody said when Jay-Z went on there with the NFL commissioner and said we're past kneeling, nobody jumped on him the way they jumped on Kanye. And I understood what Jay-Z meant, meaning we need to do more than just kneel.
So there was
That's
no
what
need to
Jay-Z
jump,
meant.
while the conscious ones
But some
that he
people
was
took it
speaking to.
as, damn, how you gonna say we're not past kneeling, we're not past slavery? But Jay-Z meant was we need to take a different step.
Jay-Z was doing
We're
good
not
business.
past
He was
slavery
doing
because-
business.
He was doing business.
He was doing
It didn't
business.
have nothing to do with
But
what Jay-Z
what I'm
put
saying
business
is,
before
everybody
everything.
jumped on Kanye for what he said, but when Jay-Z did it, it was like, yeah, whatever. Nobody
Well,
said
yes.
that. But I understood where he was coming from.
One clearly defined that point, the other didn't. He made an open-ended comment, whereas Jay-Z clearly defined.
Okay, Jay-Z
where
a
he was
businessman.
coming from.
Jay-Z about making money.
So because Jay-Z can more clearly articulate his point, and then there'd be no need
No, because a
to
lot
be
of people.
upset with what he said.
a lot of people
but
took
where
it the wrong way.
Kanye, where yes, on his albums, oh man, his lyrics are so cold and so, thought-provoking. But, on the fly, he can't perform, with the others.
You don't think so? John?
I mean, look at his whole presidential campaign.
But
Joke.
And
he wasn't gonna get the president.
He was
Why you
trolling.
say that?
He
He
was
said Donald
trolling.
Trump wasn't going to get it.
But he was trolling.
Donald
but
Trump
he was
is a
setting it up.
rich, white, privileged man.
He wasn't
That's
setting
different.
up shit. He was dividing
Kanye-
the black vote. He was
Kanye-
there as a tool to
Kanye-
divide the black vote because they figured because Kanye was so
Kanye-
popular in the black
Kanye's
community
too black.
that Democrats who were diehard Democrats, they would just support Kanye because he was a black man, and that would take votes away from the Democratic Party and their whole caucus and all of
What
this
do you think about
bullshit.
that?
and the
Kanye is,
electoral
but
college.
hold up, Kanye is literally the most egotistical nigga alive. He don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
He don't give a fuck about what
He don't
nobody
care
say.
about what none of they say.
He
That white
confident.
supremacy shit. He
He
don't give a
goddamn
fuck
right.
about no black power
No,
shit. He
he
don't care
don't.
He
about
sold
none of that
out.
shit.
No, he
It
didn't.
ain't about selling out.
Kanye's
It's about him
himself.
being
It is
himself.
selling
Nigga.
out.
Kanye's himself.
He is literally himself.
And himself
nigga.
is
He
a
don't give a
sellout.
fuck
Wait,
about
wait.
People have a problem.
Because he was born in this community, but he didn't stay.
Wait. He said.
He
He
discarded
said-
the black man's
Wait.
way of life.
He
for the-
said he get on and leave you for a white girl. Ain't that what he did?
But no, listen.
You can't say it.
But wait a minute.
Go
He
ahead.
ain't just leave
Wait a
it with a
minute.
baby.
When
He
he
gave
said
us
that-
Baby
name.
daddy not white.
When he said that song,
That nigga like-
when he said that in the
That
song,
Now she
Right.
using the West name. She using the West
that
name.
was
in
a
her own
metaphor.
shit.
And that's exactly what he did.
Damn
to his woman.
Kardashian. She don't even
He
want to be
got on
Kardashian
and left her
no more.
for a white girl, Amber Rose.
but Amber Rose is black.
Amber
She
Rose is
mixed.
white.
She's
I
mixed.
thought she was mixed with
She's
some
not
type
white.
of
Amber
some type
Rose.
of
Amber
original.
Rose black.
But think
She
about
mixed
it.
with something.
Okay, think about
She
it.
is.
If you got any drop of black in you, you black.
Think about it. Okay,
Now, as far as her mind
Kim
goes, that's a
Kardashian
different
black.
story.
Kim Kardashian is not fully
'Cause,
white.
you
though.
know-
I don't think they're fully
But hold
white.
up, before y'all go in on Kim.
I'm not going. I
we
think
ain't
she's a
going.
good
I
ass.
heard
I
her.
low-key fuck
Kim-
with
She a
Kim.
good
I do.
person.
I low-key
Her
fuck with
prison reforms are
Anybody
genius.
anybody can pretend to be good.
No, she was really
Nah,
helping
she
them
got a lot of
people.
black
No, she about that shit. She got it in her blood.
She got a good heart like her
daddy.
daddy.
Yeah,
She got a
that's
good
what
heart
daddy
like her
did.
daddy.
She just like that
I'll
nigga.
let y'all have it.
But to
'Cause
say-
I don't follow Kim.
To say Kanye,
and
the
I
thing
can't
about
talk about things I
Kanye,
don't know.
Kanye is himself.
Kanye
is not a yes man.
Kanye is a bitch ass mama boy.
No, he's not. He's not.
Bitch ass,
Hold
punk
on.
ass
Kanye,
mama boy.
Kanye is
Since we
not.
saying shit,
Kanye
since
is not
slavery
a
was a
yes
choice, he's
man.
a bitch ass, crybaby
Kanye-
ass mama boy.
Kanye is not a
But
yes
when you
Yes,
man.
he is
think
a
about it
pussy
to the
ass mama
extent-
boy. That's what he is.
Kanye
You think
is
about
not
the extent
yes
of
man.
us fighting to the death? Because many at first went not knowing
But you
what they
gotta
were
say
going
that.
into.
You gotta
but then
say
when
that.
they started coming years later and just kidnapping people.
Okay,
And that's not to say that they didn't fight to the death.
Marco, look.
But then many of the slaves too, hold on, what Kanye did not touch on was that
Exactly
many
what
of
he
the
did not
slaves
touch on.
were taken right here from these lands. The originals who were exiled 16,000 years ago when they fell out of favor with their people because they started taking them ways that were unlike them. And rather than kill them, as they probably should have, they said, you know what, no, we're going to give these niggas provisions. We're going to give them some ships and some animals, and we're going to round them all up and say, look, okay, y'all go over here to this land, but the shit y'all want to do, because y'all don't want to change, we've been talking to y'all, and okay, y'all don't want to change what y'all do, y'all want to live like this, do this fuck shit, so y'all gonna do that over here.
Aboriginal Americans?
We're talking, no, not Aboriginal, and that's one of the tricks of the devil.
Indigenous?
Because, no, we're talking about original people. But far as the original people of this land who occupied, civilized it just as we did with the jungles
indigenous.
of West Asia or East Africa, whatever, however they want to call or define it, many years ago. We, damn it, the original people, black man, was here 16,000 years ago in North America. And that's why far as even the black man's duty and where Master Farad was sent to us and all of the organizations that came behind his teachings, as far as those original people in North America, that just ain't the United States. But that's also South America. You can't forget South America, the Mexicans, and whatever other many South American nations of Latino people, but these people are really original people.
So
that
when
have to
Kanye,
be brought back
so
into
when
the
Kanye
knowledge
say,
of God himself.
so when Kanye say slavery is a choice, listen, I can say
Yeah, but they took those
No,
slaves from the
wait.
lands.
I can say when the black man gets shot, he don't need to do nothing wrong. Now, if I don't put that in terms of you gotta, I can just say that. But if I don't explain that, you gonna assume the worst. That motherfucker knew what he was doing. We was fighting real hard for reparations at that time. He go on national television say that shit. He's a fucking crybaby bitch ass mama's boy, and he's a sellout. And the biggest problem.
Well, maybe
with
he's just ill-informed.
No, don't make excuses. He's too smart. You don't become a billionaire being a dummy.
But there are many though
Yeah, he know what
who
he was
don't
doing.
understand how to handle people. You know, it's one
I'll
thing
make no
to
excuses for
we
him.
talk about properly handled. It's one thing to manipulate, con, crook, and shuckle and jive.
I ain't making no
But
excuses
when
for
we
that
talk
nigga.
about properly handled,
not making no
you
excuses.
understand the proper handling of people as the messenger of Allah gave.
Yes, but I'm not making no excuses for him. He think he's slick.
proper handling.
I don't like a slick ass person.
Not the ill handling when they come with
He ain't
technology.
stupid. Y'all keep acting like
Well,
this
where
man
do
is.
his ways come from?
Huh?
Technology, brother. Come on now.
No, that dude think he's slick. Kanye West think he's slick.
Hell yes,
And-
but where did he get his slickness from? The ways of who?
yeah, I know.
Where do these ways come from?
I understand that.
Where do the methods? They will remember out of 66,000 books, I believe it was. Am I right in that number? They were given one book. One book, along with Islam, that they perverted into technology, i.e.,
I was about to say,
because we don't want to.
They use both of them motherfuckers, Islam and Christianity, to
Well,
bind and
no,
control. Yes.
but
Islam was
it
first.
comes down to
Islam was first and showed the Christians how to do it.
No.
So we ain't about to excuse. Yes.
Hold on. Brother, I'm with you 100%
Okay.
in that
Yeah.
extent. But we're talking about Judaism, Islam in its perverted form.
How is that possible when Judaism was first?
Judaism was not before Islam.
Yes, it was.
The religion of submission to the will of God, as far as peace, justice, equality, freedom.
It's the way of life.
It's the way of life.
I
It has
know.
always
Yeah.
existed.
Yeah.
It is eternal.
No, I know that.
Older
Listen,
than the sun,
wait,
I'm
older
talking
than
about the
the
terms.
Wait,
I'm
wait,
talking
wait,
about
wait.
the terms.
That's just
Islam.
language.
This
That's
goes-
just language, bro.
Listen.
But
I'm
yes,
talking about
far as Musa, the prophet who symbolized the Jews, who gave them Islam, and that they made Judaism with, they perverted Islam that was given to them and made Judaism. The prophet Musa or Moses came to them with Islam.
Listen. I'm gonna tell you something. The first religion to ever exist was the Roman Catholic Church.
No,
That was the first
no,
religion.
no,
Wait. Let me explain.
No, the Tawadoans, the Ethiopian, the
Let me
Coptic
explain.
Ethiopian
Listen,
church
listen, brother.
predates the Romans.
Listen.
I'm talking about the Catholic Church.
Listen.
I'm
Let
listening,
me
brother.
explain.
But
What we call Islam didn't have a name. It was the way it was peace. It was the way you did things. That's like me saying.
But as far as
that's like me
organized
saying.
religions,
That's like me
the
saying.
Ethiopians
Wait.
predate
That's
the
like me saying the
Catholics.
first
But
man.
Judaism is a culture, is what I'm saying, though. That shit.
All of it is a
was-
culture.
Islam
I
predates
know.
Only white
So you
folks
can't
call
say-
it religion.
I know. That's why I'm saying.
It's
you can't
good
say
people that's
which one.
bad
We're
people.
talking
There's
about the
nothing more.
Arab. We're not talking about the pale Arab.
I'm talking about the cultures.
We're
in
talking
general.
about prior to the Prophet Muhammad, who came for the pale Arab. The prophet,
But all that
a
shit
messenger
still
of God
stems
to
from
them.
that culture.
Doesn't.
Shit.
The
All
Prophet
this shit is the
Muhammad
same.
was given Islam.
The first
Now, as
game.
far as Semitic or even Hamitic languages go, Arabic.
All that Abrahamic shit the same.
It's
Literally the same. They all got the same prophets. They all come from the same areas. They all got the same text. It's the same shit.
it goes down to the 7 ministering spirits in all of the world's religions. It is the religion of God, the universal God. There's only
I ain't
one
denying
God.
that that's what they saying that's what it is. I'm saying all that
of
shit
the
is the
religions
same.
teach
And all
the
that
same
shit got to do with
thing.
slavery. So
It don't
ain't,
matter
you can't
what
pick and
era
choose.
of
You can't
civilization
nitpick which
or
one.
humanity.
You can't nitpick which
Period.
one is. I'm saying you can't nitpick which one was the cause of the fucking slavery. You can't just say it was Judaism.
We never said
Religion
anything
was
like
the
that.
No, what he said was
You
this.
can't introduce
He
points
said
that
who
ain't been
taught
raised.
Kanye West how to use the trickery. And he is right. The propaganda that Kanye West is using was taught to him by the almighty devil. And we already know that's an evil entity and it's an evil way of doing things. And he think he fucking slick with wordplay. And
That originated
I'm
with the
telling
black man.
brothers, don't fall for that shit. Because he gonna say, you know what I meant. No. A naked eye looking at this, maybe like an infant, a kindergarten, or a second grader. He said slavery was a choice. And then they make him the biggest billionaire. So they're gonna quote him. This man right here is a billionaire. He's one of the most powerful black men in America. And his words is slavery was a choice. You're gonna say, what he meant was no. That's what he gonna live by. That's what I judge him by. And that's what I'm saying, fuck him by.
I don't agree with when he said that.
With
But with Kanye, you know how Kanye is with words. We know how Kanye is very outspoken.
We learned from Brother Malcolm how powerful
No,
words were.
but
Yeah.
with
And
Kanye,
the use
you
of
gotta
proper
understand the way
dictation
Kanye talks
and
sometimes.
etymology.
You gotta know how Kanye is to understand Kanye.
If you're using words you don't understand, then you don't have no business
Just
using
like,
words.
wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute.
goddamn
Wait a minute, just
podium
like-
to
wait a
broadcast
minute.
from.
Just like,
now
listen.
you making excuses.
No, I'm
for
not.
Kanye.
But
You
I know
did.
Kanye.
You know, I know
listen.
Kanye.
Just
I know
like
him.
when he said,
But that ain't what he said.
just like when he was running with Trump with the Make
You know what
America
man,
Great
but
Again.
His words ain't matching his thoughts.
When
And everything originated
When they
from
showed the clip of him and Trump at the Oval Office, they only show you the part when he gave Trump a hug. If you actually watch the full video, he went to Trump intelligently talking about the black,
knowing he was shit
the
would be
black
chopped and
community.
screwed. He was a fool to go to Trump anyway.
No, he wasn't.
Knowing his shit would be chopped
He
and
was the
screwed
only
and
one out of
used
all the rappers
to mislead other black people.
He was you can't say to somebody, the white people that have the money out of power and all the power, you cannot say fuck you and then go try to talk to him. He was the only one that had sense enough to say, I'm gonna go talk to him. Everybody else, fuck Trump. Okay, saying fuck Trump ain't about to get shit done for the black community. You can't go to white people.
Trump ain't gonna get shit done either.
You go to white people, we go to white
the
people
hell?
for money. Wait a minute. When we go to white people, we need a
Kanye
job.
was gonna get us
When we
some
go to
money.
white people, we need to find
Kanye
a
was
house.
our ambassador.
When we go to white
He didn't
people,
represent me.
we need a car loan. We don't go to black people. You
been
can't
to white
go to
people
some.
for nothing.
You cannot go to white people and say fuck you and then try to get a car from them. Try to get a house. Everything in this country we have to go to white people for.
Here's the thing. Nationally, globally, any goddamn where that colonizing no good bastard has been, where the people rose up and took their shit back. The colonizers were both forced and new. Sometimes,
you know what?
hold on. You don't even know where I'm going.
I agree.
You don't even know where I'm going.
I know exactly what's going on.
But they gave resources that the people could support themselves for at least 20 years. They gave them money. They gave them land. They gave them equipment, machinery to produce food, to make materials, to build industry. And that is what, yes, your colonizers and oppressors are required to do by the universal laws of nature to anybody that they have disenfranchised, that they have hindered and held back their progress intentionally through a systematic plot. Yes, damn it, if you say you're gonna goddamn it be good and you're gonna build these people up and you setting them free and now y'all can go off and build your own civilization and be good and live in the sun or the light. Come out of that valley of darkness, up that hill into the light.
I agree with you.
Okay.
Then yes, damn it, then you help and you support and you build them because again, you the one that have held them and kept them in nothingness. So you know when you set them free, they have nothing. So if you send something out there with nothing, no skills, no light, no knowledge, how they gonna live? You goddamn it, yes, you gotta give them knowledge of the sciences of life. You have to give them resources to produce. Okay. And that's the same thing that the United States government does in any country that it goes over and liberates or it spreads democracy in. They leave emissaries and ambassadors there, and they help those people start producing a civilization for themselves. They've never done anything like that for the black man. Like the Native American, they just gave them reservations, land, and federal subsidies now. They've never done nothing like this for the black man here.
Okay. Your turn to speak.
Who built this shit? Who they took it from?
Okay.
My people in Mississippi alone, they took over 10,000 acres of land from the Choctaws in Mississippi. Then sent them to Alabama. Then the goddamn come right behind them in Alabama and all the other tribes, as far as the 5 civilized ones are concerned. And they took their land too.
Uncle Marco on Facebook.
And sent them to Oklahoma and all that survived on those harsh conditions.
Nigga, not no damn Armenians.
Whatever they got plots of land.
I'm a day.
Okay, listen, I'm going to go.
And they ancestors.
When you talked about the colonization, when they took over, you know why they took over when they was able to do that? Because they had unity. They had organization. The reason why black people can't take shit off, for one, we forgive too easily, and we ain't got no unity because we can't agree on shit. That's why black people...
We have been miseducated. We are sick.
Wait a minute. Okay, Darius.
That Willie Lynch syndrome, it explained it.
Darius, go ahead. What you talking about? What he just his response.
Man, that nigga was ranting. I don't know what the fuck that nigga was talking about. That nigga just went over.
If we actually, the thing is, like Bushi said, okay, what Bushi was gonna do, him and some other people in Georgia, they were creating safe zones. They were gonna create safe zones for black people. Meaning we're gonna take some money and put it into a community to where we have our own government, we have our own everything. That's what we should have been done. But you got a lot of rich black people, when they get rich, they don't fuck with black people.
Legislation is there right now. All we got to do is organize. But there's legislation
takes
there right now to
organization
form our
and
own
unity.
government. All we got to do is start with individual municipalities.
Black people do not unite and they forgive too easily. So that's why we don't have no control, we don't have no power.
We do forgive too easily.
That's the problem.
Hey, put that food back up.
That is the problem.
Gonna fall off.
We some forgiving motherfuckers.
That's the problem. I'm not a racist. I love everybody. I don't give a damn what color you are. But if black people always talking about we got to do this, we need to do that, but we can't agree on that because we don't have no unity in our own community. You don't have if you got a house with a bad foundation, it's gonna fall over. Until you get a decent foundation, that house is not gonna stand up. That is the problem in the black community. We don't have no unity, no organization.
I'm gonna tell you.
We don't have anybody in a position of power. When we get into some shit, we get killed by the police. We go to jail. We got
Minister Louis Farrakhan.
No, nigga.
Listen,
We just don't go to him. We don't seek him out.
he ain't got no power.
Oh, that brother's
He
got
has no power.
He do got power.
If you get locked up right now, he
Everybody
can't
not
get you
about
out.
to
He don't have no power. He has no power.
Brother,
He has zero power.
No, he got
We
no-
get
he
killed
got
by the police. He has no power.
Wait a minute.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
it's why you locked up. If you locked up for ill-righteous reasons, if you were not being righteous, hell no.
We're not going to. You preaching to us right now.
preaching.
Okay, let's get back on Kanye.
Cut me off again. I'm going to preach on your ass. You're going to be asleep. Now shut up. Now listen.
All right, come on.
Don't get
I like
handled.
Farrakhan. I respect Farrakhan. But
I
what I'm
respect him,
saying,
but
I have the
fuck all
utmost
that.
respect, but actually, he don't have the power to where when something happens to black people, he can do something about it.
Fuck all that
Because
old
we
nigga.
we don't have no.
The power comes from the people. If the people ain't united, what he been fighting to do for the 40 years,
It don't
plus
matter.
years.
Listen,
Do you
that
know
he
why he
been
don't
in
have
his
a power?
teacher seat.
Because when Elijah Muhammad came and tried to put us in position, we denied him
And
from
you
Martin Luther King.
cannot.
Martin Luther
deny
King
these.
and Malcolm X had them was the
Not
niggas.
Malcolm X, Elijah Muhammad,
but-
who taught Louis Farrakhan,
After-
who taught Muhammad Ali.
After Elijah Muhammad, we had
Who?
we had Malcolm X, Martin Luther King.
No,
false.
no, no,
Hey,
brother.
wait a minute,
Malcolm
wait a
was
minute.
gone
False.
before
Wait a
Elijah
minute,
Muhammad.
but listen.
Get your shit right if you're gonna
Them-
talk it.
Those are our
niggas is
leaders. I'm
compromised,
talking about our
so
leaders.
that shit-
Our leaders.
Elijah
Malcolm
Muhammad
was
been
killed
teaching
in
since
1965.
1934. Elijah Muhammad started teaching in 1934.
November 65.
Right, and after him came Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. They were after him.
They didn't come after him. They
Okay.
came with him.
Yes.
Malcolm.
I'm saying-
and a lot of people, not Malcolm, Martin. A lot of people don't know about Martin Luther King. Before Martin Luther King got assassinated, Martin Luther King was on his way to the Nation of Islam.
No, he wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
No, he
I
wasn't.
can't prove that.
You tripping.
He was just embracing the
No,
he
I'm
was just
telling
embracing the tactics. He was not about
Martin
to
Luther
convert.
King, after
no
Elijah
tactics.
Muhammad. Listen,
Yeah,
not tactics.
it is
Muhammad-
tactics. It's fuck
listen.
him.
Fuck
That's
'em.
basically
It's-
it.
Martin
That's
Luther
not
King,
a tactic,
Martin
bro.
Luther King
Yes,
Jr.
it is.
and Malcolm X.
That's a rebellious spirit.
That's
but
what
that's
he-
not
that-
a tactic.
The rebellious tactics. That's what
It's
he
not.
was on.
That's not a rebellious
Shit.
tactic.
He wasn't about to
And
convert
we
to
didn't
no
have
Islam.
rebellious
He wasn't
tactics. Our
converted.
tactics are
That
right
nigga
in
was a
line.
super Christian preacher. He was not.
Wait. Darius, you go ahead. You ain't spoke.
Yeah,
I
so
wasn't finished.
let's get nigga. Y'all niggas
Bring the
been
shit
ranting.
down. He won't be quiet. There ain't nobody can talk. That ain't fair.
You invited me. Hold on here. You
You
invited me
off
to
the
this
next
shit.
one. Shit, we
You
got all
knew what I
talk.
was gonna do.
But you
But
gotta be
and then
quiet.
when you say
Let them
fucked up
talk.
shit, yes,
It's the
I'm
truth.
gonna
I
correct
can't
you.
finish. You keep cutting me
We
off.
can't miseducate the public.
How can I can't finish.
But
James, wasn't
you
even
getting off
started
subject,
good.
nigga, because we was talking the
I'm
question
going
was
off.
about
I'm
Kanye.
going off.
No, he was saying a lot of power.
No, that's
Listen,
why
though,
he was
that's what I'm
doing.
saying.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
gotta make it
Was
real.
anything I said wrong, bro?
No, you didn't say nothing wrong. But what I'm
You
saying
keep
is that
cutting me
okay.
off.
Let me say this, and I'm gonna say this. Okay, when I was a kid,
And that's why I just
listen,
trying to say.
wait. Let me speak. When I was a kid, my father told everybody in my family to stop eating pork, and it was in the 80s. They didn't believe it until the white doctors told them in the 2000s that eating all that pork when you was young, this is what it did. Now you got gout in your feet. Now you got a bad heart, and people didn't only reason they didn't want to hear it because Elijah Muhammad said it. But when the white doctor said it, everybody was all ears.
Yep.
And he said this. If you read How to Eat to Live, he tell you everything that they give Dr. Sebi praise because he got assassinated. You know what I'm saying? But Elijah Muhammad was the one that taught Dr. Sebi. And he says that. He said, I was taught by the messenger of God, Elijah Muhammad. It's documented. So what I'm saying is this. We had everything we needed. We just didn't value it because of religion. We gotta stop using religion as an excuse not to listen to intelligent people.
There's the nation of
Thank
Islam.
Okay, now let him speak.
So-
He ain't spoke. Come on the camera a little bit. I want people to,
Now, look.
to hear your message.
So-
You're powerful, bro.
So to the point of what you were saying about the Nation of Islam and embracing them teachings and all that, that's cool.
These are universal teachings.
I
too.
know they're universal.
They're not restricted
They
to
ain't
the nation of
restricted to
Islam.
nobody. That's what
You
I'm
next.
saying.
I promise you.
So-
next. You will speak.
To that point,
You can speak.
I'm gonna give you that. Yeah, people need to study that and do all that and follow that, but that don't mean exclude anything else that could possibly
Absolutely
come
not.
up and rival.
I bear witness to all
And
of
as
the
long as
7
we on that
ministering
same
spirits
page, I'm
that have
with
been left
all
to guide
that.
humanity.
Listen, when you go to school, you don't just learn English. You don't just learn social studies. You don't just learn math.
Yeah.
You got to treat religions just like that. You got to take the good from them and take them with you on your journey. I don't care. When I met you, you taught me how to cook certain things, how to properly make it. When I met you, you taught me certain things. That's like me saying I don't like Darius because he got dreads and my hair won't grow. So fuck that nigga. That's like me saying, oh, I don't like James CEO because such and such. Fuck that. No, I gotta say, what's good about this brother? What's good about this brother? See, the mistake we made was we was taught that they tell you not to judge, but everybody judged Elijah Muhammad because he called his God Allah instead of Jesus. That's the only difference that they had. And we got to stop doing that. We got to respect wisdom. And when you learn how to respect wisdom, you'll get a lot farther. This brother over here got a lot of wisdom.
Good point.
He got a lot of wisdom.
Yeah.
Value him for his wisdom. Not because, but you know, people got wisdom, but you gotta properly value people. Like when I say this, I tell you this all the time. When you weigh a man, you gotta weigh him right. Don't weigh him half-ass and take what you want from him. Take what will make him valuable. You feel what I'm saying? Now, anybody got something they want to say? Hey, whenever you got something you gotta say, make it swift. Make your point and then let the next person speak. But just try to be respectful.
Go ahead, James.
Greetings in the name of peace. Well, I'm not James. I'm Brother Mark.
Because James said he ain't getting no time, so.
I bear witness that there is no God but Allah. And that, yes, Muhammad.
I'll debate
Or,
that. See, now you trying to make me have to debate
brother,
you on
please
that.
don't. Because
I'll tell you where Allah come from for real.
Stop.
Allah come from the Sumerian text
Please
with the other pantheons of gods.
Please don't do that.
Well, you cut everybody else. Go ahead.
And that's the masculine form of
Cut his
Allah.
ass
Because
off.
I'll tell you where the feminine form of Allah
Cut his
comes
ass
from. Allah.
off. Go ahead.
And but far as he who creates the masculine
You mean the form?
identity of God,
Yeah, the masculine.
Allah. Yes, far as
Allah
the feminine trait of God,
Allah
the
means
recessive
God
trait.
in Arabic. That's what it means, basically.
Yes. So
It's not offensive. It just basically.
So without using Arabic,
Yeah.
I
Because
bear
that's-
witness that there is no God but the Almighty God, and that only those who are worthy and honorable,
I can respect that.
which is what the name Muhammad means, far as one of the attributes of God, are worthy to be his messenger.
Go ahead then.
So far as religion is concerned, because now that is the connotext that much of the dialogue of the dialogue from the other commentators and a host and his guests have centered around, as far as the 7 ministering spirits, and that's all of the religions, ways of life, many that different societies, whether civic, social, religious, or even commerce-based, because that's really what it all comes down to.
Okay,
Commerce is
we're going to end it right there.
Yeah.
We're going to end it right there.
Well,
Your turn,
no,
James.
no.
Wait.
We didn't say anything. Now you just cut me off.
You cut off everybody.
We
Time
raised
around,
the
though.
point, brother.
Bring it around.
Okay,
But
okay.
we didn't say anything.
Okay.
Because if you look at what we
Your
started
point is
at,
everything is a religion in some form, so it's
No,
no point to
it's
be
a way
biased to
of
one
life.
thing. It's a way of life.
But if it
yeah.
leads you
There's
to
no-
producing more in materials, more in longevity as far as life, more in health, more in spirit and happiness, and all the things that have been called good. And I won't even go far as into Shakespeare or Plato's works and debate what is good. But if it actually produces positive works in your life, then, hey, more power to it. But as far as the black man here in North America is concerned, Elijah Muhammad is who was sent to us. Who was raised up from amongst us. Master Farad Muhammad was who was sent. And as far as all of our nationalistic communities and societies are concerned, you can thank Master Farad Muhammad. But as far as the black church is concerned, too, would also play a very, very, very significant role. It is not to be discredited, but just with organization as far as the exo or the esoteric teachings that come with it. They all come with time and your own study. And while many gems will be given to you so plain that you don't understand, it's on you, though, to study for yourself. And that is where I will leave it.
Okay. Thank you, brother. Thank you. No, he said powerful stuff.
No, that was
okay,
good.
now, your turn.
Okay.
Be fair.
I want to talk about our leaders that we had that got us to where we're at today. And we were having a discussion earlier, and my cousin that's not in on this podcast, he said to me, look where we're at now. He was looking at the negative part of it because the things that still happening to us in 2021 that were happening to us back in the 1940s and 50s. But I look at the positive. It wasn't for Elijah Muhammad, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, we wouldn't even be able to be talking to you today on this podcast because they stuck their neck out for us and their families. Black people today are number one in being entrepreneurship, athletics. We invent everything and get no credit.
Invented, not...
We invented everything. And not to discredit any other races or anything, but all I'm saying is, as far as power, we don't really have anybody in a position of power if we need help.
We do.
We have Farrakhan, which I respect Farrakhan, but
Can't just have one.
if we exactly, it takes
if
unity.
we collectively come together.
That's
under
why I
that
said
one.
there's such thing as a rich African
And
American.
that's how your power is most strong.
Yeah,
Okay,
well, you
go ahead, finish.
finish.
Let the brother finish. Let the brother finish. Go ahead.
But we have Farrakhan. But we don't have enough unity in the black community to do stuff because we can't get on the same page.
Why? And why can't we get on the same page?
If we can't get on the same
religion.
page, if we can't get all on the same page, we can't do anything.
The same spirit.
If we can't do anything to better our communities, better our lifestyles, we don't have any type of unity. Every other race has unity, except for us, because we can't agree on nothing. The black people who can do something for us, that have all the money, when they get their money, they ain't nowhere around us.
They're not allowed to do.
They ain't nowhere around us.
They're not allowed to do.
But the ones that were in power, that when they did have money, like Muhammad Ali, one of the most people I respect ever. It doesn't matter how much money he got, he always stood up for black people and his people.
That nigga went to jail.
He went to jail. He gave up his life for us.
Okay, let me say something. Okay,
Wait.
Let me say something. Let me say something. How much do a pair of Yeezys cost?
I don't know.
How many people you know got them?
Not many.
There's a lot of people got them in Atlanta.
Got what?
I don't live in Atlanta.
Oh.
The shoes by Kanye West.
Oh.
You know how much they cost? Anybody know?
How much
Anybody want to look it up?
I think it was 600. What?
800.
A lot of money. It cost a used Honda Accord when I was a kid. Basically, people
Sound
are buying these
sound like I
shoes.
almost knew one.
So we
You know,
made-
that kind of funny
So
shit.
basically-
Back when we were kids, you know, God,
So basically, it's believable that Kanye West could be a billionaire. Don't get me wrong. You understand what I'm
he's
saying?
pimping everybody. And white people, as much way he done pounded them, they love him dearly.
But what I'm saying is this.
And he
Don't
with
ever
the
forget
Kardashians.
this. Don't ever forget this. Black people possess less than 1% of the wealth.
Well, no, they say 3%.
No,
But
we
then tell it.
possess less than 1% of the wealth.
I'm with you, brother. I hear
White
you.
people possess 98% of the wealth. So when you talk about poor people, you're talking about black people. Whether you want to admit it or not. Whether you want to say, oh, I drive this or I got this. When you're talking about poor people, you're talking about black
Even
people.
though all of the wealth of the world
so-
comes from the
but-
black nation.
So when the capitalists decide to mistreat poor people, they are really mistreating black people.
Yeah.
Then you go to South Africa, where white people are a less number of percentage, but they have more of the wealth, and they're surrounded by black people.
But that's everywhere. That's globally. That's globally. Even in Mexico. You know, where everywhere they go, what they do is they
secure
first
the
they
wealth.
mix their blood, they secure the wealth, and then when they start moving back to their homelands after they done treated that place as a damn play colony where they fucked and frivoled and drank and married and carried on, they left people with the same mindset and ideologies that they have and practices
Because they're
and
the most
beliefs.
successful.
And then, no, we're talking about even far as a lot of that funny business. But then these people too, having mixed with their blood, they keep mixing their blood with them and carry on to where then it's like the original inhabitants of that land who they're the worst and the most impoverished. And then the people who are in power, they are the palest and the whitest. And they got all of the shit. And that's globally. Anywhere they've been.
Okay, well listen, what we finna do is this. I think that's our time. We're finna shut this down, and we're gonna have we finna go to the mall and shit. I ain't gonna lie. So I'm in Kentucky, Louisville. We got a comedy show. Where's the comedy show at? Anybody got the address?
Right on Hill Street. If you in Louisville, come down to the West End on Hill Street. Y'all come see my nigga Mr. Bike, he the comedian on Hill Street in the West End by Park Hill.
And maybe you'll meet Brother Mark as
kicking it out here. You know what I'm saying? Me and my boys, we kicking it out here. So you know what I'm saying? We coming to a city near you soon. And we just enjoying any land we land on. You understand?
Atlanta's next. We gonna come. We doing Atlanta next.
That's all good. I'm just saying, but we gonna enjoy any.
We about to hop on this mother plane here.
On. So what I'm saying is this. Hope y'all enjoyed this show today. It was a special edition. I got my boy here, James, the CEO Willis. He one of the hardest DJs in Ohio, hands down. You know what I'm saying? He got a wedding company. He do weddings. You want to give information out on how they can get booked? You don't do a wedding. If you got a wedding going on this summer and you want to deal with his company. Hey, give your information. I'll go ahead and say what you got to say.
Y'all can hit me up on Facebook at James Willis CEO and on Instagram at James Willis CEO or at Smash Up Entertainment. And also, if you need a great catering, standing behind me is Chef Darius Jackson, one of the best caterers in Ohio. He got a Facebook page. Hit him up at Chef Darius Jackson or Darius Jackson, and he'll get y'all an event together.
All right, Darius, go ahead, tell about yourself.
Yeah.
Go ahead, holler on that mic right there, so you good.
Yeah, you can hit me up right where he said, Chef Darius on everything. Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, Darius Jackson, and I do everything.
Tell about your podcast coming.
We got the podcast coming, me and James. What we gonna title that, man? We still ain't came up with a title.
It's coming up.
I got the cooking shows I do, Secret Sauce, and every Sunday.
It's on YouTube?
Yeah, I'm gonna start posting them every Sunday on
What's
YouTube.
the YouTube subscription page?
The subscription is Chef Darius on YouTube. What's your YouTube?
Smash On Entertainment.
Smash On Entertainment is where our podcast will be on. So we'll be uploading every week. So we'll holler at y'all.
All right, you got anything you
We
want to
got
say,
Uncle Marco coming.
Go ahead. Go step in this mic right here. Step in this mic right
I
here.
wasn't planning on being on camera.
Okay.
That's it. You almost
No,
don't
touch
over.
it.
Get
So
in
they
the
can
camera.
go ahead.
Yeah,
You don't want to see him? Okay. You don't want to see him on camera. You discreet. Y'all have a blessed day. You shouldn't have
Hold
killed.
on. I'm going to still talk to the people, though.
Okay.
So, again, it's been a pleasure rapping.
I'm still
with you.
going live,
Black
man. Go
America,
ahead. You can rant on my
America
shit.
in general.
We about to be a
You
market.
know, any of those who are uncivilized who happen to be here. So yeah, if you see me out, holler at me.
They don't know what you look like, nigga.
But why again? And maybe they won't. But here's the thing, though, right? As far as the teachings go, and what I spit, and whatever it is that you want to know, if I see you lacking or in search, have no fear. I will gladly teach you. If you there be one who don't know the way, just put up two fingers, as Blanche Coburn used to say, and I will gladly walk with you.
I don't be knowing none of these niggas you be quoting.
All right, here we go. Hey, listen, I always remember this. There's two people on this earth, no matter your religion or your color. There's good people and there's bad people. Pick a side.